It's the end of day 2 at the 2018 Half-Ton Classic Cup in Newport, Belgium, and I'm with the wonderful John Hicks, whose team on Rampage have had an absolutely astonishing race today. Tell us a little bit about which race was it? The third race, wasn't it? Third race.
Third race. Well, we had a good start at the pen end of the line, and we went away on the left-hand side of the course, and the rest of the fleet went right, which was really good for us because there was no wind on the right. It was, in theory, the right side of the tide, but we got a nice breeze on the left and clear wind, and we ended up going around the windward mark in first place, which is always a nice position to be in.
Yeah. Nice position to be in, but not always an easy one to defend in a field as hot as this. What was the trick for the rest of the race to hang up
well,
there?
It wasn't because we failed to defend it all the way to the end, but we kept ahead of everybody for quite a while. On the second beat, the wind fell away a bit, and we know that we're a bit exposed in a very light wind. Yeah. The boat doesn't go quite so well when the boat speed drops too far. So we were basically trying to defend all the way up the second half of the beat, and Peralise got in front of us on the second windward mark. And we drifted our way down behind them to the finish line, and it was a 1-2. It was nice to see two Falmouth boats heading for the spreader line in front of everybody else. Yeah, that was quite nice.
Very much so. Very nice to see you both up there. And tell us a bit, I mean, the little group that you have in Falmouth, I mean, does that help sharpen your racing, do you think?
Well, it would be if they all came out. We were the only one that launched in April, and we sort of raced on our own all season. Peralise came out very late, by which time we were quite weedy, and we were waiting to come out to come here. So it was sort of they sort of sailed away from us a bit when they finally hit the water. But they're a very, very good light wind boat, and it's been a tremendous light wind season. I don't think we've sailed in more than about 16 knots all year so far. So it's. So you come here and drift, which is a sort of extreme drifting at some points in time. But we know the limitations of the boat, and we sailed the Southwestern IRCs, and we had some good races and we had some poor races, and the poor races simply when there isn't enough wind to drive the boat. Yeah. It's got quite a small rig, Rampage. Yes. It's a Briand. It's one of the shorter half-tonners. She's lighter, so in theory you can carry a smaller sail area. But it doesn't work quite so well when there just isn't enough wind to drive the boat with small sails.
Yeah. So how long have you had the boat now?
Oh, we've had the boat 3 years-ish, yeah. Because when the Half-Ton Cup came to Falmouth the year before, somebody said, "Oh, Half-Ton Cup's coming next year. It'd be good idea to get a half-tonner." So we cast around and bought this Briand 1985 Briand carbon fibre half-tonner, and have comprehensively rebuilt it. Really, it's quite fragile. And the hull's only about 1 mil thick, so it doesn't take any bashes. There's a few sort of dents in it that need to be filled occasionally and things like that. Yeah. So, but we've modified it. We put a keel on her and a rudder and taken the skeg off it, opened up the cockpit a bit and changed the rig. So she didn't come with her original rig, so she came with a MUN 30 carbon rig. But it so frightened the previous owners, they just cut the main off at the first reef. So
oh my goodness.
It wasn't a very saleable configuration when we got her, and so we had to do something with her. Yeah. It's quite nice to get out the front of the fleet. At least you know that some of the things you've done are right.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, you weren't lacking speed. I mean, I know Peralise got past you, but they are exceptionally good in the light airs, aren't they? And,
they are.
And you held off the rest of them very impressively. So.
Well, Peralise always has been. Which we know her in Falmouth as being a very good light airs boat. Yeah. She can be beaten. We have beaten her on the day.
Very good. So looking ahead to the rest of the week, we're sort of half hoping we might see a little bit more breeze. What are your thoughts as we go into the sort of second half of the regatta?
Bring it on. bring it on. 2 or 3 knots more breeze would really suit us. Yeah. We don't really want 25 knots like we had last year in Kinsale, but if we could get 8 to 10 or 12, the boat's really configured for a 12 knot breeze, so that would be really good for us. As long as it does, it's where it drops away. Yeah. If we can clear the path, we can point high, and we can sail, and the boat has speed. If we can get the wind to drive her. Yeah. Brilliant. So we're looking forward to a little more wind. Good. We were expecting more today.
I know. Didn't quite deliver, did it? Never mind. These things joys of yachting. Tell us a bit about who you're sailing with this week.
Well, my crew.
Yeah.
Well, my crew is sort of a bunch of guys in Falmouth. None of them with no professional sailors or anything like that. They're all people that sort of came on my together on my previous boat. A couple of us have done a bit of farming, and he had a boat in his yard, and I said, why don't you come and race with me, and we'll get a J24. So we started doing J24s about 15 years ago, I suppose, and then the rest of the crew have sort of come along with us on the promise that we take them away occasionally and do these silly trips to foreign countries.
So very much a crew of sort of family and friends, really.
It is all family and friends. Yeah. My wife sails reluctantly, but she's actually quite good.
Is that reluctantly in general, or just reluctantly with you?
Reluctantly in general, I think.
That's good. Well, I'm glad she's good. Well, and so what really attracted you to the half-ton class? I mean, what was the appeal? I know you said that you kind of got dragged into it by Falmouth, but you're still here 3 years later.
So it's a really competitive, fun fleet. It is. It's really close racing. All the crews are up there. It doesn't matter whether it's a classic boat or a modified boat. Everybody's there on the start line all together. There's no poor sailors in this fleet at all. It's really good, first-class stuff. Great.
Well, we're enjoying watching it. Congratulations again on a very impressive race today, and fingers crossed for some more breeze, and we'll hope to see you up there again over the next 3 days.
Well, hopefully we improve on it.
Keep going.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.